wastewater containment facility in Florida is leaking millions of gallons of toxic sludge. It's forcing the governor to declare a state of emergency. This is the most putrid story for so many reasons. A, it's a real good look at the fact that our regulators in Florida, the DEP and the EPA, allowed this to happen at all. But why? Because regulators in Florida always side with the corporations. So they let this cat come down from New York, okay? This guy comes down from New York and he purchases this land, this HRK Holdings. Here, this is some cat in New York who owns a chain of Hooters. He owns a chain of Fredericks of Hollywood, William F. Harley III. William F. Harley III. They don't make him bond anything. He comes down and says, I'm going to take control of this and keep it safe. Do they ask him to put up a bond in case it goes bad? No. Do they ask him to do any kind of surety to make sure he's doing this right? No. Why? Because our regulators suck. And because of that, we've got thousands of people that are going to be affected by this.
And they knew something like this was going to happen, too. That's the sick part of this. You know, for 20 years, they have been storing this wastewater right there with the phosphogypsum, which is radioactive. So they've been storing it there for 20 years. They've had 2 previous leaks. I think one in 05, maybe one in 11. So they knew, or maybe it was 13. But anyway, they knew that this was shoddy work. They knew this was imminent. And then they sat on it for another 8 to 10 years waiting for the big catastrophe, which is what is awaiting Florida down there right now. They're trying to patch it, trying to stop the leaks, and they can't.
They can't.
All they can do is pump it into the Tampa Bay, and they're going to kill that ecosystem in the process.
So the DEP is going on this isn't radioactive. You don't have to worry about any radioactive element. That is nonsense. We have people going down there as we speak to test this. And what we're going to find is that this is gypsum and phosphate. They pump 33 million gallons a day.
Yeah.
33 million gallons of this into a pristine waterway, the Tampa Bay waterway, where all the fisheries, they need it to survive. It's like they're leaving town and throwing us a finger and saying, we got away with that again.
Yeah, pretty much. And of course, like you said, the Florida citizens are going to be left on the hook for this. They're going to have to figure out how to do this. They're going to have to figure out how to rebuild these ecosystems, which if there is that uranium in that phosphogypsum, that may not even be something that's possible within the next 30 to 40 years if they're pumping this much uranium into Tampa Bay. That is catastrophic.
Here, watch this. There will be no, I used to prosecute. I could come up with a dozen criminal charges against this Mr. Haley with HRK, Harley. I could come up with a dozen criminal charges. Mr. William F. Harley III, living in New York right now. There's criminal elements to this, and if our prosecutors don't do anything about it, by God, this story's going to get bigger and bigger.